as promised, we're cruising back to Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches to hear from owner Sterling Bradley.
Yeah, my father started this business in 1962. He was working out at a refinery and shipyards, and he started painting people's trucks and cars that worked at the refinery with him, and finally went in business in 1962, and been in it a long time.
Bradley's Collision Center has served thousands of very satisfied customers since 1962, and Sterling has always had a passion for classic and high-performance machines.
This little car we race occasionally, it's a alcohol A-Alter dragster. We run out Evadale, Houston Speedway, play with. All the guys out in the shop, we all get together and race it, and it gives the guys something to do. We painted this car especially just for Super Chevy. We won Super Chevy, best of color at Super Chevy in Houston, and also best of color in Dallas on it. But this was actually a car done just for Super Chevy.
Mike White of Beaumont is the proud owner of the 67 Corvette.
That's 3 different candies on top of a silver base. And it's a 2-tone candy paint job. And he's won 129 trophies with this car.
In fact, Mike recently won 5 awards for his 67 Corvette at the New Orleans Car Club show. Ever wonder how collision shops remove dents from auto bodies? Sterling tells us how it's done.
They'll show him how that's done. What he's doing right now is grinding the paint down, getting a good metal surface to work off of. Now what he's fixing to do right now, this gun, it's actually an electric gun that's got a brass pull pin. What he's going to do is he's going to electronically put that pull pin on that metal. See how the metal got hot? And what that does, two things. That puts that metal pin on there in order for you have a tool that you actually pull off of it to pull the dent out. And if you notice how red the metal gets, hot the metal gets around the pull pin, well that's, anytime you have a dent, it stretches the metal. When it shoves it in, when it gets knocked in, well, what that actually does from the heat is it shrinks the metal, and watch him pull that dent out. Watch how that dent just rolls right out of there. He's adding more pull pins as he goes along, and it actually pulls the dent out and shrinks the metal all at one time. It's very easy to remove the pins. You just take the pins, grab them, and twist them, and they automatically break off flush with your bodywork. So now he'll go back over top of that with his grinder and grind that smooth. And now that dent's ready for a filler. He'll put a filler on it, then it'll go to paint, it'll get primed, and it'll go to the refinishing section. Yeah, we do collision work, do light mechanical work. About the only thing we don't do on a car is glass. We don't do windshields. We do electrical, body work, paint. We do motorhomes. We do 18-wheelers, big trucks. We're equipped just about to work on anything.
Cruise to Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches soon and tell Sterling and his sister Kim that King of the Road sent you. Still to come, Craig Collins will be back in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle. But next, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of David Fanning's new video as our Max Bowl music clip of the week.
King of the Road.
No lie, I came by here a couple of years ago. You're in a little different location.
A little bit
And
different.
this lady sticks her head out the window and says,
Hey, King, have you had your butt on a bun today?
I thought she was getting awful personal with me about my butt.
Well, maybe it needed to be on a bun.
That's either X-rated or awful personal, man.
Oh, it's awful good, though. It's butt on the bun from the big wheel. It's pork butt on a bun, all like you like it.
How you doing, Kathy?
What's going on?
Look what I got here. This is called butt on a bun.
A butt on a bun?
Butt on a bun.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Butt on a bun.
Like a bite?
Nope.